We're in what seems like a run-of-the-mill parking garage, but in a few hours it's going to be transformed to Atari's Driv3r event. We're here in the waiting area now, as you can see, but I'm going to slip by security to check out the event.
We started from the very beginning, down from the basic design to deconstruct a car so that you weren't actually sitting in something, you're doing something that's almost a little bit performance art, so that when you're walking in you see everything, and all those pieces are actually salvage pieces that we've steam cleaned and gotten ready for this so that it has more of a deconstructed look, but you're still inside doing what you're doing, because the idea was to find a location where this underground ring car thieves is hiding their stuff, right? And Tanner is coming into this. So you as the guest or Tanner coming into this location and seeing where they are. So that's why we have a big rig, cars, and of course the DJ playing from the top of the big rig cab. We had originally, in designing the kiosk and designing what we call the game pod, we had talked about a lot of different possibilities. And what we thought would be the coolest and most interesting is if you had the experience of being inside the cars as you were going through the Tanner experience, basically, and everybody else in the game. And so, but of course, with limited space and limited time and all that stuff, we wanted to come up with something that was really streamlined and simple. And so, when we came into this design, we realized that this was probably the simplest way to accomplish it, and also for the technology, for the Xboxes and PS2s, it keeps them free-flowing, so everything's cool, and the technology is easy and accessible to the player. They called, Atari called and said, we want to blow up the size of this event, and so we'd like a lot more game pods. And I said, well, in that case, we actually had to change the design. So I sat up one night and I said, okay, what's the coolest way that we can do this? And I thought, you know what? If we were walking into a place where all these cars were, where they were hiding all these cars in some nondescript location, they would have to still park them as if they were in a parking lot. So we just decided that that's exactly what we would do. We would just lay it out. It would be simple, accessible, easy, and fun. Almost, like I said, almost like performance art.
Well, we've been talking about how we can move these back to our office in Los Angeles because they're tremendous. The design is tremendous, and they really capture the whole Driv3r feel and tone. They are phenomenal, and we'll figure out a way to how to use them. Maybe we raffle them off. Maybe we do something on Gamespy. We'll figure out a way to raffle them off. But they are a great design, and will really help with setting a fun tone for our night tonight.
So how do you go about trying to capture the spirit of a game in an event?
Want me to take that? One of the things, if you know anything about Driv3r, Driv3r is all about pushing boundaries and pushing the envelope. When the Driv3r game was first released in 1998, there'd never been another game like it in the marketplace, and that's something we believe Driv3r will do, and it's something we wanted to convey in the context of this event. We believe this is a groundbreaking kind of event for a video game. And certainly, all of the campaign and the marketing around it is groundbreaking. So we think the venue, and which you'll help, we believe we will accomplish that tonight at the event.
These are the game pods that we're going to be playing Driv3r on tonight. As you can see, it's 100% junkyard made. We got an old car door, we got some old car seats complete with foam tears, Xbox controller mounted on a steering wheel, but most importantly we got our consoles and we got our TVs, so we're going to rock the Driv3r. Of course, this wouldn't be Driv3r without really cool cars, and they brought in two really slick cars here. We got this red thing and this white thing with the red stripey thing. This is where I'm gonna be spinning my mad tracks here. I'm gonna keep grooving my tunes until I see Michelle Rodriguez and be like, hey baby, how you doing? You like my groove? You like all my people out here? Yeah, it's party time, Silencer style.